Hi Keith, it's lovely to meet you. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. Rachael Heyhoe Flint is someone very dear to your heart. Tell us a little bit about Rachael, how you first met her and what she meant to the charities you're involved in.
Oh, she was just so warm and open as a person. I mean, I suppose I have to say that in the early days when we were working together, she was in total control. Other people call it being Rachalised, I think. But she was in total control, and you just listened to what she said and went along with it. I shall miss her immensely. Her personality, her wit, the sense of humour was quite amazing.
Can you explain to us a little bit more what the charity Power Please does for young people of Wolverhampton?
Well, I worked at Colton Hill School, and Colton Hill School was the first school in Wolverhampton to have children with physical disabilities and life-limiting conditions integrated into the mainstream secondary school. So we had to work closely with Penn Hall Special School to make sure that not just simply their youngsters, but also our youngsters were equipped with the best possible start in life in secondary school. And that meant much larger schools. So we bought powered wheelchairs for those youngsters.
And also you lost Darren Langston, who was someone else who was very dear to your heart. Could you tell us a little bit more about Darren?
Well, Darren and Rachael knew each other over a long period, because Darren used to arrive at the Wolves and pester people at the Wolves, and in 1995 he went there and said, "Can you buy me a new wheelchair?" And Rachael rang me because she knew I was involved with the charity Power Please, and I said, "I'm sure we can do that." And she instituted this annual collection, and every year since 1995 we've had an annual collection. And they died within days of each other.
Roughly, off the top of your head, how many wheelchairs do you think you provided? How many young people's lives do you think you've touched?
From the Wolves annual collections, we've provided 25, but the number of children since we started in 1987, and this is our 30th year, the number of children that we provide wheelchairs for has been somewhere in the region of 200.
The Birch Thompson Memorial Fund is another charity you're really involved in. Can you elaborate a bit more?
Well, in 1980, two of my colleagues died of heart attacks, and as a result of that, we set up a memorial fund. And after something like 5 years, we had sufficient money collected to buy a house in Porthmadog, which was converted. It was a 5-bedroom manse and was converted to accommodate 30 people, so 26 young people and 4 adults. Most of the children that went there in the early years hadn't had any opportunity of staying away from home in a residential context, which is why we set the idea of a residential centre up in memory of these two men. Rachael knew that we'd got plans and was very supportive, and was going to be a patron of the appeal to extend the property. And I'm pleased to say that that's still going ahead, and we're going to have a sports hall there named in Rachael's honour, but it'll be a permanent memorial to her and her contribution to the lives of the children, thousands of children that stayed there.
Well, Keith, in honour of Rachael's memory, the club are going to do an award, the Rachael Heyhoe Flint Award. And I'm delighted to say that you are the first ever winner of that award. So congratulations. Obviously you're emotional there, because how does that feel? What does that mean to you?
Totally out of the blue, and absolutely smacked.
Well, you say you really do deserve it, and to be the first one is a great honour, but it couldn't have gone to a better guy. And say the work you and Rachael have done and the amount of lives you've touched is just phenomenal.